Yo, wake up! It's Sunday, and you know what time it is. Sunday! Smack ho! Hold your diamond, David. Oof! Bam Bam, Tendo free in the zone. We break it all down. Smack talk, smack talk, smack talk, smack talk. Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's smack talk, baby, every Sunday. Smack talk Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's smack talk, baby, every Sunday. I'm Dave on the mic, we breaking it down. Bam Bam right there, laying stats all around. NFL picks, yo, we chasing that win. Fantasy football, where do we begin? Prop bets hitting, over unders in sight, stacking them racks. Man, we try every night. Cats going wild, throwing takes in the zone. On Sunday Smack Talk, you're never alone. Go! Smack Talk Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's Smack Talk, baby, every Sunday. Smack Talk Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's Smack Talk, baby, every Sunday. Smack Talk Sunday, money talk day. Smack Talk Sunday, rack it all day. Smack Talk Sunday, money talk day. Smack Talk Sunday, rack it up all day. Bam Bam with the lines, Dave got the takes, breaking down spreads, over unders and stakes. Fantasy fever, we chasing that crown in the red zone now. Never backing down, racks on racks. We be laughing out loud. Win or lose, we still hype up the crowd. This ain't luck, it's the vibe we command. Sunday Smack Talk, mic in hand. Smack Talk Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's Smack Talk, baby, every Sunday. Smack Talk Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's Smack Talk, baby, every Sunday. Streams loaded, grab your snacks. Place those bets, set those stacks. The Smack Talk starts in 3, 2, 1. SST, SST. 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 Yo, wake up! It's Sunday, and you know what time it is. Sunday! Smack ho! Hold your diamond, David. Oof! Bam Bam, Tendo free in the zone. We break it all down. Smack talk, smack talk, smack talk, smack talk. Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's Smack Talk, baby, every Sunday. Smack Talk Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's Smack Talk, baby, every Sunday. I'm Dave on the mic, we breaking it down. Bam Bam right there, laying stats all around. NFL picks, yo, we chasing that win. Fantasy football, where do we begin? Prop bets hitting, over unders in sight, stacking them racks. Man, we try every night. Cats going wild, throwing takes in the zone. On Sunday Smack Talk, you're never alone. Go! Smack Talk Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's Smack Talk, baby, every Sunday. Smack Talk Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up.
ST is live.
Week 7, I do believe, right? 6.
What's up? What's up?
Week 6.
Week 6. Week 6. Yes, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Welcome in JD Omega, Herb, and Bash. How you doing? What's going on? You can only start two. You are starting us off hot with the questions, Bash. Let's go ahead. I'm going to get that logged. For those that are unaware, we answer all the questions kind of towards the later part of the stream. At the 2 minute drill, let me go ahead and get this recorded. So if you stick around or want to pop back in, probably in about an hour and 45 minutes or so, we will be able to be answering all of those things. But we got your question there, Log Bash. Appreciate you asking as we get started right here. Let's go ahead and continue on. So we're ready. It looks like we're here. I got to change a bunch of stuff so I'm not getting all confused. The dual streaming has got me all messed up, chat. Got me all messed up again. So, what's up, Bam Bam? Talk to us. What's up? What's up with you? What's going on? How are we?
It was a good Thursday. Start my week off and weekend good. Unexpected, I would say, but not really the way the Eagles have been playing. I mean, they got lucky to start 4-0, so
That's fair.
they're
It's fair.
they're kind of falling apart within the insides. I mean, I think they could have very easily have been 2-2 going into week 5, and then they very easily could be like 2-4. But you know, and we got to get rid. We got to talk about it. We got to get. I mean, we've been talking about it for before the season start. We have to abolish that play, right?
Yes. Yes. That is the most boring fucking shit to watch. That's boring. Boring, 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 boring.
4 in a row. Like, listen, I get it. I get it. Trust me. If we had a play that like the Giants only ran good and like nobody could stop it, okay. But like at some point, like blatantly the left tackle or the left guard, right guard, left guard, center, they're all jumping off sides.
Right.
Like
It's not even close. It's not even close. They're flying off so fast. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely insane. How? How are we doing it? How are
and
we doing it?
what they hear it. They're like, you know, what better way to like make people hate this more than to go out and do it 4 times in a row on prime time?
Yep,
This
I
wasn't a
agree.
1 o'clock game where like only the fans of those two teams were watching. This was a prime time game, and you
Yep,
did it 4 times in a row.
in
Yeah,
a
I
row.
mean,
In a
I
row.
mean, don't get me wrong. Like we didn't we let them do it 4 times in a row. We didn't stop them,
Right.
but like, yeah,
Boring.
it was
It was
yeah
boring. Nobody wanted to
yeah.
watch that shit. I thought it was on
You got
repeat.
Saquon.
I was
You
like,
got
is my
Saquon.
VOD broken? What the fuck is wrong with this shit? It was trash. It was trash, Philadelphia. Trash. And that's what you get. You deserve Cam Scatterboo shirtless on the field after the game. Ah! That's what you deserve, Philadelphia. How dare they? How dare they? Uh,
So
how
yeah,
dare
I
they?
mean that's all I got to say. I'm happy that we got the win. It's just crazy, you know. We beat them, we beat the Chargers, but we can't beat the Saints. So it's just like
I thought that exact thing. I thought that exact thing of just kind of wondering like what's going on and how that is. Eagles were the same a couple years ago, right? They were the same. They were like not they made the playoffs a couple years ago, and then they had that down year, and everyone's like, "Is Jalen Hurts the problem? Is he trash?" And then they picked it up and went on to win a Super Bowl. It's very strange. The Eagles are like the most streaky team I think I've ever seen or heard from. It's very
it's
very
such
weird.
bullshit too, right? Because like, oh well, you know, we were out our left guard and blah blah blah, and then we got injured. We don't have any receivers on this damn team. We're playing practice squad wide receivers. Our defense's secondary is terrible, and you just couldn't beat us. Stop making excuses. You have AJ Brown. You have Devontae Smith. You have Jalen Hurts.
He
You
hadn't even
have
said it yet.
Dallas Goddard.
He hadn't even said it yet.
Saquon Barkley.
There he is. That fucking guy. That fucking guy they got. Whatever.
You still have top 5 offensive line in all of offense. One guy is not changing your offensive line. Okay? Don't say because you didn't have your top or one of your top guys that is the reason you lost. Okay? Let's not act like the first 5 weeks there hasn't been drama about how AJ Brown's not getting the ball, and I mean we held Barkley to 58 yards. He had
And that's
30 in
after
the
he
first.
opened the game for 2 carries for 30 yards. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Like-
Insane. Hell of a job.
Why? I mean, I'm glad you went to a different. I'm glad you're trying to feed the mouth of AJ Brown, but why would you go away from what was working for you on the first 2 plays of the game?
No idea. No idea. It was
So-
the weirdest, strangest interaction I think I've ever seen on a Thursday night game. It was very strange. Like, hey, this is working too well. You know what? Hey, we don't want this to be a route. We don't want him to blow him out. So let's just change it up. What? It was so confusing. It was so confusing.
But I mean, it sucks going deep.
Oh shit! I don't even have the game on. I don't even have the game on, guys. That's how
it
much the
sucks
Jets and
how-
Broncos
It
excite
really
me.
sucks how the season started because honestly, I do feel that it needed to happen just to get Jackson Dart as our quarterback because what him and Cam Scadaboo bring just to the team, not even as a player, but like their whole like personality and like
Yep.
their energy. But like it sucks in a way because like it needed to happen the way it did, but also I feel if it would have happened sooner, we would have beat Dallas with him. We would have beat um who was the other game that we lost that we shouldn't have lost to.
I mean, it was
We
the
would-
Saints, but yeah, they definitely shouldn't have
Yeah,
lost
well,
that one. That was
I mean,
weird.
anytime you have 5 turnovers in 5 possessions, yeah,
Yeah, it was awful.
you're gonna
Yeah, that was pretty terrible. I agree with you. But those are going to happen with a rookie quarterback, so it'll definitely be there. But yeah, speaking of other injury laden teams, as we talk about that, I can't wait for my game this week, where we get to have our practice squad wide receivers. Also, we got Ibuka, so you know, hey, I'm not. I guess I can't be too upset with that. But everybody else would be up on a practice squad elsewhere. This game actually has scoring in it already. It's 10-6. I missed a lot. So I'm not looking forward to it. The 49ers injury report broke my phone. I had to do like one of these like 3-4 times, you know, in order to see all of their injured players. So
they're still 4-1.
yeah, and that's true. They are 4-1. They are 4-1.
Hey, somehow they look better with Mac Jones as the quarterback.
Well, better is subjective, but yeah, they definitely haven't lost anything. It definitely feels like they haven't lost anything at all. So we'll have to see how it all plays out. But you know, only time will tell. Let's get in. Let's start talking about some bets and maybe we show off a little bit of the wieners. You know, maybe we show off a little bit of the wieners as we take a look at that. Let's go ahead and see if I can remember how to operate the computer here. So we've got some new graphics. Bear with us. ChatGPT made them all, so it's not my fault. This is the big wiener that I wanted to show off. This is the one that I think is important. This was the one that was here and showed off. This is JD's pick from last week on the stream. So if you were here and you tailed this just like we did, you hit a plus 1,000 wiener, whatever you put in it, plus 1,000. So that was an absolute fantastic thing to go. So super excited about that. That was wonderful.
That was a great pick.
That
Pick
was
up from you guys. I mean,
yeah, we liked it. We definitely tailed it. Thought it was pretty good.
thankfully you didn't have Barkley this week.
Yeah, that's for sure. You know what? Well, I did have a Barkley touchdown, but we're not talking about that. We're not showing it. We're not discussing it. So, won't be any of those things right there. So, what is going on here? What's happening? I don't understand.
All right, Basher, we'll see you. We'll definitely get to that question in about an hour and a half. So sorry you have to go.
Yep. Let's see here. So, JD, if you want to drop that in the regular Discord, that would be good. I don't know if you did already. That might be better. My DMs are a mess this morning. So, all right. Taking a look at that. That was really the one big wiener that we had. I had a couple of smaller ones, and then obviously I did allow someone else to win the DraftKings. It doesn't matter who it was. Somebody else won DraftKings. But let's just talk about that a little bit from the fantasy. We run a $3 weekly DraftKings every single week here. Bam Bam has posted the link in Discord. I just dropped the link right in there. So if you want to get in, that's the link to get in. It's $3. If you think you know ball and you think you can win, we let him win this week. We let him win, right? Yeah. This week is Bam Bam's week. It's Bam Bam's week to win right here. So You know, we know what's going to happen. It's scripted. We get it. None of y'all have an opportunity to actually win. So just stop. Just stop doing it. Just stop trying. Just don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. So not a big deal. Let's see here. We got a couple of things to talk about. Let's get into Fantasy Frenzy. You want to lead us off with your DraftKings here as we take a look?
So this isn't for our league. This is a different league.
Okay.
Because I had to talk about my boy. I had to throw up my Cam Scatterboo in there. He went
starting
for
off
31.
hot. Starting off hot.
Touchdowns, 98 yards. The future's bright. It might not be this year, but you know that young core. I'm excited for him. You know, Dart, Scatterboo, Neighbors when he comes back. Probably a rookie wide receiver that we draft this year. I'm excited. But anyway, to the DraftKings. I stacked Drake May and Stephon Diggs this week going against New Orleans. New Orleans isn't who they were last week. Let's be real. The Giants gave them 5 turnovers back to back drives. It ain't happening again. I got Drake May and Diggs going off today. Diggs is. I watched something earlier today. Those two are definitely connecting and they're building that chemistry. Like I said, Scatterboo already got me 31. J.K. Dobbins is playing right now. Currently 3 carries for 3 yards. So that's cool. That's what I'm looking for. George Pickens is in Carolina today. George Pickens is wide receiver 1. I think, you know, for that reason, I got him and I got Tech McMillan because both of their defenses aren't very good.
Hold on. Let me do something real quick. I'm a little closer to the stadium than you are. Oh, look at that. It's raining. It's raining everywhere. It's raining. It's going to be a nasty, disgusting day out today. Nasty day. I don't even know if we're going to get anything in the air of these teams.
Rain or shine, both of their defense still suck. So, with that being said, I got both of those receivers. I got Mason Taylor, who was also playing in this morning's game, has 1 catch for 2 yards. So that's cool. Both of my plays this morning have or under 10 yards to start the game. That's great. To make up for that, I got Ashton Genty going against Tennessee's defense. I guess Tennessee's going to Super Bowl now that, you know, they showed up last week, right? Yeah.
Hello?
All of a sudden.
Oh, yeah. I don't know who the fuck said that either. I don't know. What?
All of a sudden.
Tennessee? What?
All of a sudden, they remember how to play football. And they're going against Las Vegas, who knows how to turn over the football. So hopefully Genty gets his carries early in the game because I'm afraid they're going to be throwing a lot at the end of that game. I don't know. I still got the Raiders winning, but I have a sneaky feeling that Tennessee might be getting their second win today. And then I got Patriots defense in New Orleans. Again, the Saints are not who they were last week, and I think they get a big win in New Orleans today again. So, yeah, Patriots defense.
Fair enough. So, I was messing around, you know, with my my optimizer earlier today, and at one point in time, it loaded up 4 fucking Cowboys on my offense. 4 of them. 4 fucking Cowboys. They really think that the Panthers absolutely stink. Obviously, I was not riding with that one. There's no shot I was riding with that one. If we want to take a look at here's what I'm doing. Here's what I'm running. And I lied to you. I lied through my teeth to you. I'm super sorry, y'all. Give me a second while I bring that back up here. Maybe. And we'll bring that up here momentarily. So let's go to this one, and then this one, and this one. I thought I saved it last night. Look, it was late. It was super late. I was trying to do this and my CC attacks all at the same time. It was a tragic mess of things that happened last night.
You want to talk about late? Okay, so I usually fall asleep on that Thursday night games.
Oh,
I do.
Up all night, huh?
Yeah, because I get up at 4 in the morning.
Yeah, for sure.
It's halftime, and I'm just not tired. And I'm trying. I literally am. I know, you know, but like we don't win often, okay?
Yeah.
Let alone a division rival by 17 points.
Right.
Okay. So
we don't beat that ass often. You know, let's call it for what it was.
Yeah. So I didn't go to bed till like 1:30, and I got like 2 hours of sleep that day.
Damn. Well, look, you got to do what you got to do, but damn. Hopefully you came back Friday morning or Friday off at work and just said, you know what, it's time to pass out.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully, got some rest then. But I hear you on that. Let's take a look at this one. This is who I got today. So I got a couple of the same folks as you, but not really, right? So look, starting off hot right now, Dylan Gabriel. Look, this is the play right here. Okay, this lefty's got the sweet arm talent. Okay, I can't wait to see this. This is going to be an absolute monster game coming from Dylan Gabriel. You watch out. This is going to be his coming out party, okay? Welcome to the NFL. I'm better than Shedeur Sanders. What time is it? It's Gabriel time. Can't wait to see that today. Obviously, Rachaad White, running back one.
I know it's an interesting take, and it makes no sense, and it is what it is. I can't stand watching left-handed football players.
That's interesting. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what it looks weird. I don't disagree. It looks weird. I don't disagree with you. The ball coming out looks weird. Michael Penix and Dylan Gabriel, Tua Tagovailoa, 3 active lefties. Is this the most left-handed quarterbacks we've ever had active in the league at the same time?
It just doesn't look normal.
Yeah, it looks backwards. It looks backwards. It's because it is backwards. Everything's coming out backwards. The ball is rotating a different way rather than this way. You know, the whole 9 yards. So it is very different. But either way, Dylan Gabriel, watch out. Fire tonight. We got Rachaad White, obviously going to carry the day there. We got Devon Achane. Obviously, if the Dolphins have any chance of keeping up with that potential blowout, it's going to be on the shoulders of Achane for sure. I do like Jerry Jeudy. We got a little bit of a stack here going on in Cleveland. That's right. I said it. Cleveland stack. That's right. I said it. Puka Nacua and JSN carrying me to victory right here. I firmly believe these two are going to have very large days. I will take a Cowboys tight end in Ferguson. I do think, again, I think it's going to be a rainy game. A lot of running. I think you're going to need the big bodies to catch and get in the end zone in there. Give me Zach Ertz. What's that?
He had 2 last week.
He did have 2 last week. I think he's got maybe 60 yards and a tud in him today. So that's what I'm hoping for here. And then Zach Ertz. And then sadly, the only defense I could afford with this lineup right here is the Ravens defense. So
I like the double stack on the tight end. That's interesting.
Yeah. Is that the Zach Ertz and Jake Ferguson? Absolutely. I think Ertz has a big day today. I do. I think that they need a veteran over there to actually lead. Like they need an adult in the room, and Zach Ertz has got to step up and be like, guys, we are a mediocre football team. We are not this trash team that lost to the Titans last week, okay? We can be mediocre. And I really think Zach Ertz will get him back to the land of mediocrity. So I fully anticipate Zach Ertz to get like 2 tuds today. 2 tuds today, absolutely. And that's how we wrap up Daily Fantasy. I do have a little bit of a different one going on in all of the other ones. The surprise play, I'll tell you right now, Hunter Long. I'm telling you right now, Hunter Long is your surprise Dynasty player of the week. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. That's one I got running in different contests, 1:00 games only, all day long, and I really like what I'm seeing out of that. And Tez Johnson has popped up as a Bucks one. I'm not willing to take the flyer on. I'm just not. I think Baker's got enough targets in Otten and Ibuka and
I'm
Sterling
playing
Shepard.
hard today. Yeah,
What's
I'm
that?
playing Shepard hard today.
Yeah, Shepard's a good one. I think he's going to lean a little bit more on the more familiar connection. So, JD, it's not that I didn't want to say earlier too. I saw your comment. I literally just forgot who won because it was a gift. And if I remember all the charity that I do throughout the week, my brain will be filled with nothing but charity that I've given out. So, JD, let's get a clap for JD. Yeah, all right. Congratulations, you won. I mean, look, we just had to. It wasn't going to be us because we can't win all the time. If Bam Bam and I win this all the time, nobody will ever get in. So we had to give it away. I don't know who gave it away. Congratulations, you won. All right, that's cool. That
ends this week.
Exactly. Now we're gonna win for 2 weeks. And then
We're done. I'm feeling good. We got to win. I'm feeling a little charitable.
I like it. Let's continue on. Let's get into the slate of games. Let's talk about the slate of games here. That's one of the reasons why we moved it up. You know, every once in a while I forget, like, why do we move the slate of games up so quickly? It's because we literally can't talk about a bet, a fantasy, a parlay, anything without also sneaking in who we think's going to win, right? So last year we did these all the way at the end, and it was like, well, everybody knew who we were picking. No surprises there, you know, no room for any upset alerts and things of that nature, right? So you know that was just an impossibility. Let's do this real quick. I think if I do, I gotta try something. Okay, so if I hit this, okay, perfect, and then I can do this real quick. Okay, and then move this over here.
That defense is
Then
just
I can do
nasty.
this. Broncos defense. I don't have the game up, but I heard cheering in the background real quick.
Fields is 2 of 4 for 1 yard.
2 of 4 for 1 yard. Amazing. Absolutely and utterly amazing. That's crazy. Okay, so let's move these over here and then try to move them, I guess, a little bit more up. Okay, gotcha. So you've already put a couple dots on for who you chose. You had Denver here. I also had Denver. Not much really to talk about there. I did have Philadelphia, and you had New York. That is also very true. All of these things are 100% factual, and they did happen in the way that we described them. Is there much to talk about with the Denver New York Jets game? We've discussed the New York game, obviously, the Giants game at length.
I mean, going into this game, I feel like I did, but I kind of feel like it's showing itself now. If anybody's watching it,
Yeah, I agree.
I would say that the way Fields had been playing prior to this game shouldn't reflect their record, because he has like career numbers in like every category this year, like best passer rating, most yards, touchdowns to turnover ratios. But I think that Broncos defense is real, man. Like,
Yeah.
I think like he just doesn't have time to do anything right now. He's 2 for 4. Let me refresh this again. He's 2 for 4 for 1 yard. Rushing, they only got a combined 13 yards between Justin Fields and Breece Hall. They just don't have any time to do anything.
Nothing, huh? Well, that's a little unfortunate considering some of the bets that we did put in for across the pond. We could get into real quick. I don't know if you put in anything for this one or not, but I had one going for this week. Is what it looks like. Looks like we both did. We each had one. Jump in here. I'm going to zoom in on this one here real quick. So this is the one that I had put in. I had Bo Nix at 220 plus. I had Justin Fields at 40 plus rushing, and J.K. Dobbins at rushing as well. So I liked the ground game here. This was my little parlay. Again, nothing too crazy, nothing too big. Don't know where that one sits yet. We'll check in on it as it gets closer.
Bo Nix is at 112 passing yards. J.K. Dobbins has 9 rushing yards, and Fields, like I said, has 7 rushing yards.
Well, we're going to need a big second half from everybody involved, is what it would seem. So we'll have to see how that one plays out. Don't love that. All right. Well, you know, starting off slow. Gotta love it. And then we take a look. It looks like you've got some similar items here with, J.K. Dobbins and some others.
Yeah,
okay.
Pretty much just need the Jets to show up. I don't have an issue with Bo Nix being at 112, considering there's still 6 minutes to go in this quarter, and there's still a second half. Cortland Sutton, I would like to see him get more involved. He's only got 17 passing yards at the moment. Garrett Wilson has been targeted one time and he dropped the ball, so that kind of sucks. Mason has 1 catch for 1 yard. That's the 1 yard that Fields has passing, so that's cool. Troy Franklin could have had a lot more yards in the first catch that he had, but he caught it and then fumbled it, and then the Jets took it down the field and scored a field goal. So that's cool. Breece Hall, 50 yards. He's currently at 6. That's awesome. And then J.K. Dobbins, are you going to play football today? I'd like to see that.
Yeah, and Fields obviously with his 1 passing yard is we're in trouble.
Yeah.
We're in trouble.
I'm awesome with that, because they're going to be down in the second half. They're going to be throwing, right? I mean,
yeah, that's very, very true. Yeah, very true. So we'll continue to keep an eye on this game as it continues on. But I think we've had our fill of such fun festivities. So
I hate these pong games. I really do.
yeah, it's weird. Like I don't know what I don't like about them, other than they interrupt our show when they're happening, and it's very annoying. Like we're trying to do a show here, NFL, but no, they're so early, and they do seem like they feel outside of the predictability. You know, it's very strange. I'm not in love with it. Not in love with these games yet. Maybe one day, but not today.
So we got a question.
We do. Yeah, I just copied it, and we'll be getting to those questions here in our 2-minute drill as we get to them. Get all the questions asked and answered. Appreciate you coming in, Marky. We will be getting in here, and I'm sure you'll probably hear some random things as we continue to talk about these games as we go on. Absolutely.
That might give you some clarity on those.
Yep, I agree with you. I agree with you on that for sure. So let's talk a little bit about Arizona and Indianapolis here. Arizona. So you went first the last time. I'll go first this time. I hope Arizona bounces back and actually plays competitive football. But in the end, I don't think it's enough to beat the Colts. But I'd like to see Arizona actually play football like they're paid to, like professionals, instead of like dropping an interception, fumbling, kicking, baking, clown show in Arizona.
Correct. So if you were to give me a lie detector test and you would have told me that the Colts would be 4-1 with the possibility of being 5-1 if it wasn't for one of their players doing the same thing that the Cardinals did last week, dropping the ball at the goal line, I would have definitely failed that lie detector, because there ain't no chance in hell I had the Colts being better with Danny Dimes being the quarterback than being a 2-3, 1-4 team. Okay, but no, they absolutely look really good. Their receiving core is playing really well. They got Jonathan Taylor, obviously, but like Danny Dimes is a whole. Yep, you can go ahead and put that there. Danny Dimes looks like a whole new quarterback. Okay, I don't know if it's not being in that New York media. I don't know if it's like just the fresh start he needed, but that man looks good, and I have the Colts at home by a lot, probably. And I say a lot. I probably, in football terms, probably like 13 points.
That is a metric shit ton of a disrespect to the Colts. I'd like to see Arizona. Oh, that's number 11. Oh, flag on the play. He's coming back. That's coming back. That was Troy Franklin too. But it looks like it might be coming back. Hard to say. Flag was down early. Could be holding. We'll have to see.
Holding.
Yep. Yeah, holding offense. That one's coming back, sadly. That one's coming back, which sucks because we need these yards for our parlays. So stop holding. Yeah, I think that's enough said about that. Yeah, Danny Dimes has been a wonderful surprise for them, but really it's just Jonathan Taylor being able to run for 100 yards a game. Like that's the big thing that they got going there. People respect the pass enough. And that offensive line has been able to keep him upright to hit a couple key throws. So we do like that one. Oh, boy.
Like, he had a running back in New York with Saquon at the time.
Exactly.
I think it's just there's more weapons around them with the receiving core than New York had.
Yes.
And the coaching staff is more, brain celled.
Yeah.
They realize that
mature.
Yeah, it's not just the running back that's going to get it done for you.
Yes. And look, when Saquon was there and healthy for the 1 year that Danny Dimes had him, they went to the playoffs.
They made the playoffs.
Right, yeah. Right. So I agree with you. I think he needs a running game. He needs weapons around him. 100%. You are not wrong about that. 100%.
And maybe I've said this too. I've had this conversation with coworkers and everything. The fact that he's making $100,000 per win, that doesn't hurt. I saw something that he has an incentive in his contract. Every win that he gets a nice little $100,000 bonus check in his check that week. So,
I mean, that's interesting. So let's just say he wins 10 games this year, right? It's an extra milli compared to the 15 milli he's getting, per year now. I don't even know what a backup, not so great quarterbacks even make in the league. It might be 20 million, right? Who knows? Be interesting to see. But why wouldn't you want to win if you're getting a little extra hundo each time, right?
cover that tax that, they're
Little
taking
bit.
out anyway.
Oh, it's true. Yeah, it's true. I don't know what the taxes are like in Indianapolis, but who knows? Maybe that's why you don't win on road games. Anyway, we got Los Angeles Chargers flying
Take it.
across the country.
I actually have to check to see who I took, believe it
Okay.
or not.
Okay. I'll start us off. I understand that the Chargers are banged up. And I understand that the Chargers have been terrible the last 2 football games that they played in. And I don't give a shit. The Chargers have got to get back on track. And who better to do it against the hapless Miami Dolphins? Come on, man. Chargers, you got to get shit together. I get it. You got injuries at offensive line. So do we. Figure it the fuck out. Step up. Play football. You're football Jesus. That's what I've been told is that Justin Herbert is football Jesus. That's what I've been told my entire life. Justin Herbert is football Jesus. We need to see it. We need to see it. They got to get this win today. It's a must-win, desperate situation for the Chargers right now. They have squandered the worst opening in Kansas City, in the last 10 years. They have squandered that. They could be literally at the top of their division, looking down with a multiple game lead right now. Instead, they're fighting for their life.
So
okay, I'm done.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. I just didn't want to, I also have the Chargers. I do love the way that, they've turned it around. I mean, the win losses aren't there, but they're starting to come together in Miami. Like I said last week, that loss maybe actually what they needed to fire them up a little bit. Darren Waller's showing everybody that he remembers how to play football again. But I think it's just not enough when it comes to what the Chargers have. And I got the Chargers. They did lose another running back to injury, but I think that's just more mouths you got to feed, and it's just more that the Dolphins have to game plan for.
I agree. I absolutely agree. I do love the Darren Waller matchup here. I think that old Mike McDaniel is going to realize that, hey, we didn't target Darren Waller one time in the second half of last week's game. I expect early and often right here, put him to the test. Look, he's former Raider. He knows Derwin James well, okay? So if there's something that could box him out and get a tut or two in this game, I like Darren Waller a lot coming in for Miami. I still, in the end, don't think it's enough. I think the Chargers find a way to win this game, but I do really like Darren Waller in this game. You're absolutely right. I think he's finding his stride as he gets his football legs back underneath him 100%. I do like that. Absolutely. One of the more fun games to talk about, because you know what? Fuck the Saints. Fuck the Saints. Look, last week was an anomaly. They figured out how to get a couple turnovers off of a brand new rookie QB. Drake May's not a rookie anymore. Drake May's in his second year. Drake May just took Josh Allen to the final rounds. Come on now. Now you're going to tell me he's going to lose to Spencer Rattler? Desmond Ritter? Same person. They're the same. Whatever. You're going to lose to one of them? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Give me New England by a fucking billion. Give me New England.
I understand what happened last week, and I understand that it wasn't what the Saints did. It was what the Giants didn't do that won that game for the Saints.
Yep.
We didn't hold on to the ball, and we just gave them great field position after great field position after great field position. And with Vrabel being the coach there, and you got a second-year quarterback who's learned from his rookie mistakes, their receiving core is a little bit better than what we have. I see the Patriots definitely winning this game. I know the Saints dome is a hard place to play, but I don't care.
Fuck that. Fuck that, JD. Fuck that. Fuck that, JD. Every time you say that, all I see is the big LSU fan staring back at me. You and your LSU fucking team. This fucking guy.
But I got the Patriots.
Got the Patriots? Okay. All right, New England. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Hello, Elio. How you doing? Got another question. We're going to go ahead and get that one marked down. We get to all the questions. Around 2-minute drill. We will be getting to all those. Absolutely. We're going to continue on throughout the picks right here. As we go, we got Cleveland coming in to Pittsburgh. Who do you like? Who do you like?
So I want to hear who you like first, because
okay,
with your DraftKings, Yeah, with your DraftKings pick, I'm kind of curious.
By the way, just in case you weren't sure, this may or may not be a deflated football. This may or may not be a deflated football. Just want you to know that. Just want you to know that.
I wouldn't expect anything else.
Just want you to know that we got a deflated football right here. Let's go, Pats! Cleveland and at Pittsburgh. Look, you're right. My DraftKings is a certain way. My DraftKings does represent the porous, terrible defense that the Pittsburgh Steelers have been playing as of late. Pittsburgh has not been playing up to their standard. Right? Their standard hasn't been met. They're coming off of a bye, right? I fully anticipate this game to be a defensive slug. I really, really do. I like Gillen Gabriel. I think Gillen Gabriel is going to be able to put up enough points to carry me to a win. Is that because I fully expect JSN and Puka Nacua to put up 40 each? Yes, that's exactly why. So this game is going to be a low-scoring event. This game is going to be tight. This game is going to be close, and this game is ultimately going to be won by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Unfortunately, Cleveland is not strong enough there. I don't have them strong enough to actually bet on them, especially not at -4.5. Ain't going to happen. Ain't going to happen. Just not going to happen. So I like it. I think it's much closer than people think. 4.5 seems like a lot. I got this game at like 10-9 Pittsburgh. That's where I got this game right now. 10-9. So not high scoring. Maybe this is a defense you would want to consider. Maybe. You'll have to see. You'll have to see. What do you think? Tell me your thoughts about this game.
So you're done?
Oh, yeah. That's it. That's all I got.
Okay.
That's all I got.
So what's going to happen is Myles Garrett's going to be all up in Rodgers' face all day. That poor passing game is going to struggle. It is. It's going to be terrible because Garrett's going to be all over Aaron Rodgers' old ass all day. He's not a scrambler. With that being said, Pittsburgh's running game also not that good. Cleveland Browns running backs, very good so far as rookies. Dylan Gabriel looked good week 1 of his start. Goes into Pittsburgh. Has to face TJ Watt, Jalen Ramsey. And it is a 6-3 Pittsburgh win.
We're so aligned on what this game's going to be. Nobody wants to watch this shit-ass game. But I fully anticipate lots of yards from Judy to Dylan Gabriel at the end there. A little bend but don't break ending in some field goal shit. I fully anticipate it. Get this guy with his Falcons hat off my fucking screen in London. All right? Get this fucking Falcon hat off my fucking screen. Thank you. Thank you. They're not playing today. Jerome Jackson, appreciate the comment. No idea what you're talking about. Probably plugging for somebody else. But hey, you do you. Not too sure what's going on right there. So we will see. Yeah, this game's going to stink. I don't know why I put 2 red dots here. I don't know why I put 2 red dots right there, but I did.
That's because you're so sure it's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. So, snooze fest of all time. Oh boy here. Oh boy. So, this is going to be an interesting one right here. What do you think about this game? I don't know if you want me to kick it off or you want to. Feel free.
Because I know you're going to love this.
You know I'm going to love this? Look, I have to keep, I'm going to keep, look. Okay. All right, look, I'm sorry. I got to keep it a buck with you. Look, I've got a couple rules here. I do have a couple rules. I will never play anybody in my starting lineup fantasy for the Panthers. Right? I will never do it, especially because they just go against us twice a year, and I just keep it real with you guys. I, in general, don't like picking the Panthers, Falcons, and Saints. I don't, but I took my hat on. And I put it on objectively. And I looked at what's going on. I said, what's happening in the league right now? Dallas is coming off of a 350-point victory versus the lowly Jets on the road where they performed above expectations. Carolina is undefeated. Undefeated at home. I look at the weather conditions, and I see it's going to be a rainy, dirty, disgusting day. It favors the teams that can run the ball. Rico Dowell likes to run the ball. Rico Dowell's a former Cowboy. I just looked at this game and I said, you know what? It's pretty simple here. It's pretty simple here. Carolina Panthers are going to find a way to win this fucking game. Carolina Panthers are going to find a way to win this game.
Wow.
Carolina Panthers are going to find a way to win this game. I'm not happy about it. I'm sick to my stomach. I got 3 empty bottles of Pepto-Bismol just to get through this pick so that I can bring this to you. But objectively, truthfully, I put a bet.
Okay. I think Dave's turning a new leaf.
Oh, God damn it! That was disgusting.
For a lot of those reasons, I agree with you. I don't typically watch a lot of these two teams when the footballs are happening. I have them, on the 4 screen, whatever. But I live, pretty close to the Carolina Panthers. I hear the rumblings. I watch highlights. I see what Rico did last week. You're going against your former team. They didn't value you enough to offer you what you thought you were worth. You're at home, like you said, undefeated. But let's not forget, this is the same team. When they're not scoring, they're not scoring. They didn't they lose 30-0?
I think you mean that they blanked Atlanta 30-0 at home.
No, I'm pretty sure they lost like a lot to little once or twice this year.
Maybe, but not at home. Not at home, they don't.
But
not until week 17. Not until week 16, week 18. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry. We're coming here. We're coming to Carolina. Don't you worry about that.
Dallas's defense, not very good.
Terrible.
Receivers, awful. I know you don't want to see it, but they're starting to gel a little bit. Leggett had a good game last week. The rookie's starting to get the flow going. For that reason, and I really don't, I could see it going the other way. I have picked Carolina to win this game.
You're on Carolina. Upset alert from us both. Look at that.
27-24.
Look at that. I like Carolina 16-10. Dirty, disgusting, slimy rain game is what it's going to be.
Because Javonte Williams, he also can run the ball.
We'll have to see. Look, I can't stomach talking about this game anymore. I'm going to throw up. It's disgusting. I can't believe I picked the fucking Panthers to win. I can't believe it. And it's too easy to pick Dallas right now. They put up 40 points against the Jets last week. It's exactly why they're in line for a stinker, because Dallas can't handle sustained success. We've seen that over and over and over again. It just does not work out that way for them. Ever. All right.
The Jets team, who currently has 23 yards total going into halftime.
Yeah, look, but yeah. Yeah, look, it is what it is. Give me Carolina. I think they're playing a little bit better ball than Dallas myself right now. We'll have to see. Garbage Man, I've got your question logged. We answer all the questions in the 2-minute drill. You can see down at the bottom. We've got a couple segments to get there before we get to the 2-minute drill, but we will get there for sure. Yeah, we will get there for sure. A lot of rain today here in Carolina. That's what I've been told. A lot of rain, so we'll see. No idea how it's going to pan out, but that's what I've been told. So, moving on, we've got the Seattle Seahawks, West Coast team, same as Los Angeles, traveling all the way over to the East Coast. They already took one Florida team to the ends of their own limits, and now they get another one. Who do you like here? Jacksonville hosting Seattle Seahawks. I think that game is what, 1.5 is the line right now? It's not a big line.
No, I believe so. I think it just goes because that home team advantage. Yeah, like you said, Tampa found a way to get it done again last week against Seattle. Seattle comes to Jacksonville. Jacksonville is better than I thought this year. I didn't think they'd be very good. I've thrown up that comparison of old Danny Dime numbers versus old Trevor Lawrence numbers. Both have been proving me wrong so far this year. Uh, Travis Etienne has gotten his stuff together. The receiving core starting to look good. Defense looks good. I think Jacksonville finds a way to win.
I am aligned with you on this one. Look at this. We are identical on this one. JD, avert your eyes. Sorry to hear. I actually think in the same way. I should triple check my pick. I've gone back and forth on this one quite a bit. Whether it's Jacksonville or Seattle holding up, I'm not too sure. Seattle's obviously, if they're banged up, if their secondary is still banged up, I really think Jacksonville pulls ahead a little bit here, but I think it's going to be a close game. Close game.
I would love to see an offensive breakout for Travis Hunter today.
Offensive breakout for the old Travis Hunter. Yeah, maybe.
See it. It's going to happen, but
I don't know. His rookie wall seems big because he's playing too much on defense. Is he not playing enough on offense? He's one of those weird players that doesn't seem to be great at either just yet, right?
Yeah.
So I got Jacksonville pulling ahead.
They made a trade this week. They traded a corner for a corner.
Yep.
Is that a sign that they're going to try to focus on Travis playing a little bit more offensively? Maybe. But whether it's offense or defense, I haven't. I'd love to see something that was like, wow, that's like his rookie moment right now.
Yep. Fuck that, Bet! Get the fuck out of here! Fuck that! Who the fuck? Fuck. Anyway, I need to ban that fucking word. We'll have to see about that. Oh, here we come with the stats, JD. Look, I get it, JD. It's your team. You love Seattle. I get it. I'm not even mad about it. It's going to be a really close, tight game. I expect it to be very, very close, very tight. But you see what Duval's doing down there. You see that against the Chiefs last week. I think that carries over. I think T-Law has a big day. Oh, this might be the saddest game of all time. This might be the saddest game of all time.
Rams. I mean, I'm not really going to sugarcoat it. I did not have the Rams going into week 7 next week, starting 1-5. But it's very clear that is going to be the case. You got Nakua, Adams, Williams, Stafford. That defense is pretty good. Cooper Rush is playing for the Ravens today. He looked abysmal last week. Outside of Flowers, you don't really seem to have much going there. Henry doesn't. His age is definitely starting to show.
I mean, it's just not a running back dominated league anymore. So you can't just have a strong running back, and you got to have the threat to be able to throw. And unfortunately, their scheme is built around Lamar. It's built around, RPO. It's built around quarterback getting out. And then they put the fucking statue, who is Cooper Rush, right? Cooper Rush and I are in the same competition for 40-yard time and cone drills and shit like that, okay? Let's be honest here. What's going on?
I didn't understand that move going into the offseason or coming off the offseason. Wouldn't you? I'm a firm believer of your backup should be a mirror of what your starter abilities are. Not saying anybody's ever going to be Lamar Jackson,
right?
But you would want your backup to have somewhat similar abilities. Like your offense runs through the RPO,
right?
Cooper Rush does not give you that same ability.
JD, I'm not going to run a 40 live on stream, okay? That's not going to happen. Bam Bam and I are not going to race to do a 40 live on stream, okay? Not going to happen. Are you kidding me?
They're a hamstring or something.
Right. Look, I've already pulled a hamstring just thinking about it, okay? I got plantar fasciitis in my left toe, my right toe. I got turf toe. I got grass toe. I got artificial toe. I got everything right now, all right? I'm injured, okay? I got a Tampa Bay jersey on, which means some part of me is on the injured report right now, okay? That's how that works. Ay. We'll do it for charity. Look, we raised $1 million for a charity. I will run a 40 live on stream. I promise you on that. We'll do that for sure.
Hold on. There's a lot of MSFers in here. We might actually hit that mark.
There's no shot we get $1 million for charity right now. It's impossible. Impossible. Not happening. Definitely not happening. There would have to be like I don't even know. I'm not even going to make any sort of assumptions, but somebody would have to be looking for a very large tax write-off at that point in time. If we said this closer to tax season, maybe. Please, nobody give any fucking donations. Please, I never should have said that. I should have said $10 billion is what I should have said. That's what I should have said.
But yeah, I think we're lying there. It's sad. I think there's I know it's only week 6, but when's the trade deadline? A lot of
It's
these
a lost
teams
year
are
for
gonna-
Baltimore. It's a lost year.
a lot of
Baltimore
teams are
should consider packing it in, understanding like it ain't going to be this year. I mean, maybe they get maybe they get Lamar back and they go on a run. I don't know, but like, where's their defense been? 44 points to fucking Houston? What?
I'm just saying though, if Pittsburgh gets a win today, which we both think is going to happen.
Yep.
If the Bengals start to look a little better with a different quarterback, it's an if. The Bengals win today, they would be 3-3. The Steelers are going to be 5-1 if they win. Like, you have a very hard road to.
Yes, we agree on that.
Yeah,
We agree. It's like a lost year for Baltimore at this point. We agree on that for sure. It's what it feels like.
yeah.
I can't wait to get to the Bengal pick. I can't wait to get to the Bengals pick.
I saw a report today that Mark Andrews could be on the market. It's going to be the next few weeks are going to be crazy.
I completely agree with you. And even if it is a little bit of a lost year, we'll have to see how much they're willing to give up now. It'll be really interesting to see what they do or how they approach it here. So we will have to see. What do you mean? What happened, Big Titty Brit? I don't know what happened. What happened with you? I don't know what's going on. Hopefully all is well, except for the fact that your fucking Saints can eat it.
No, I think he's talking to me. 5 turnovers in a row happened. I mean,
yeah.
Look at the score. I mean,
Broken
they
clock.
scored
bro.
off a great field position.
Look,
Like, we
yeah, bad man. Look, maybe we should probably be nice to Big Titty Brett here. I think we need to be nice to Big Titty Brett. Like, this is the one thing that he's got to celebrate all of football season. Like the one thing. Like,
yeah.
I mean, his season's essentially over, right? Do we just let him have the fun? I don't even know. But like, congratulations on Spencer Rattler being the quarterback of the future. Yeah, I hope he's the quarterback for the next 10 years. Please, 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 please. Elio, thank you again. We've got your question notated here. We'll be getting to him in the 2-minute drill. Do appreciate that. Tennessee versus Las Vegas. Who's the favorite here? Who's the line?
Probably Vegas because they're at home, and that's who I'm taking just because they're at home.
Taking Vegas because they're at home. You got the Las Vegas Raiders at home over Tennessee. Well, guess what I'm doing? Look, I understand this had a lot to do with Arizona being completely and utterly inept. But I like what I see here. Calvin Ridley might be like the sleeper wide receiver of the day. Calvin Ridley. What's that?
1 week and you like what you see.
Yeah, look.
After said week saying that I'll never bet on the Titans again.
That's
and here
exactly
we are,
right.
7 days later.
That's exactly right. Look, Cam Ward, he's got that je ne sais quoi that just makes the other team do stupid shit. And if there's any team that you could je ne sais quoi into doing stupid shit, other than the Arizona Cardinals, it's the Las Vegas Raiders. So yes, give me the Tennessee Titans here. I think they win a close game. And I think Cam Ward comes out with at least 110 passing yards, 100 of them going to Calvin Ridley this week. I like it. I think, look, it's not going to be an insane day, but it's going to be a day. So I think the Titans find a way to win this game. I do. I really do. It's indoors. And if the Titans fucking lose, you hear that, Titans fan? Well, I don't know where the two of you that are ever in here, if the Titans lose and fuck me this week, we're in trouble. I will never, and I mean this time, I will never pick the fucking Titans again. And I mean it this time. Like, actually this time. Oh, boy. Cincinnati, Green Bay.
Yeah, I got the Packers.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think the Bengals are gonna be better long term with the ageless wonder Joe Flacco, but not with 6 days in that in practice and going against Green Bay. I know he did it once with the Cleveland Browns, but he had a little bit more time with that offense. And this also, I think that loss kind of woke them up a little bit. Hopefully, Green Bay, even though they went and tied the Cowboys, I think the next week, so that kind of sucked. But yeah, they had a bye week last week. The Packers did. Uh, I think the Packers get it done at home.
I agree with you. I won't get anywhere near that trash line of like 16 and a half. That's just too many points. The Bengals get paid too, and we saw last week that they were able to kind of claw back in, and it was definitely not a 16 and a half point game. You got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins on the other side.
More involved though, Higgins and Chase. I'd like to see, anything more than 40 yards a game would be cool.
Right. A little more. Yeah, it would be great. Here's my biggest problem: the Browns have 5 people standing in front of what used to be Joe Flacco, right? They had 5 people standing in front of him that could keep him upright for the most part. For the most part, the Cincinnati Bengals have had a very poor offensive line. That does not change when you get a less mobile Joe Flacco back there. So we're going to have to see faster passes, more screens, something, right? In order for that to happen. And I just don't see that offense. It's a big play offense, right? You got big play wide receivers. I'm definitely afraid that it's a terrible move for Cincinnati. Do I think that they become a little more competitive? Maybe. But long term, this changes nothing, in my opinion.
Well, I don't think it's definitely not long term. I mean, you got Burrow, right? But it's for the season, so it's going to be what it is. Because I mean, you made your move. You're not gonna. The only thing you would do at this point is maybe go back to Jake Browning, but you're not going to go out and get another quarterback.
In theory, you shouldn't. Yeah, you should really stop acquiring quarterbacks just to put them behind a line that's going to let them get killed.
But I'd like to see everything better. I mean, Chase Brown's been non-existent. I mean, he gets. I mean, I haven't had a breakout game from him on my fantasy team yet this year, so that I'd like to see that change. But the receivers, when your receiver is the leading tackler on your team, that's kind of a problem.
The receiver's not even just the leading solo tackler on your team. He's got more tackles than the highest defensive player in the league. Highest defensive player in the league's got more solo tackles than him. It's insane. It's a wackadoo stat.
Not much more to say here.
No.
I think the Packers get it done at home.
Yep, I agree.
Go ahead, have at it.
Look, this one is begrudgingly. This is the injury bowl right here. Okay, this is the injury bowl right here. I never pick against my team, but if there's a game that scares me on our roster right now, it's this one for sure. I don't love it. I don't love the wide receivers that we're playing. Whenever the team's injured and hurt, especially on offense, Baker feels like he's got to go play hero ball. Hero ball doesn't win ball games against well-coached defenses like Robert Saleh. He's got his team playing excellently on defense. I don't love this for us. We owe them an ass kicking. They've come into our building and beat us. Recently, we went into their building, they beat us, so it doesn't really matter like what happens at this point in time. San Francisco just seems to have our numbers, so we owe them an ass kicking, and I hope that we're just a little bit more healthy than they are this time, and that's my rationale right now. Unfortunately, as much as I want this game to be 35-10, I have a feeling this is going to be a cardiac fucking game that ends in 25-26 at the last fucking second field goal. I don't love it.
So I have the 49ers winning.
Whoa! Upset alert! Upset alert! Wow.
Is it an upset?
Oh yeah, yeah. We're favored by 3.5 at home. Oh yeah, that's a fucking upset. That's a fucking upset. They're playing fucking high schoolers. Okay, that's a fucking upset. That's a fucking upset. They got one guy on defense. One guy. That's it.
A very well coached defense.
It is well coached. Yeah.
A defense that's not gonna allow the Baker show to go down and have a miraculous fourth quarter 2-minute drill and win the game again. I mean, it's more of what I've seen the Buccaneers have to do to win games so far this year. And great, good job, you're winning games. But like, how many weeks in a row are you going to be able to do that? So, I think
7
this is
fucking
a week it does
team.
it. So, I like Christian McCaffrey. He's staying healthy. I like, it is what it is. They're playing their third or fourth string wide receivers as well. How'd that work for the Giants? We got the win. Um, so I like the 49ers in probably like a 24-17. Sorry.
You don't gotta be sorry. You know what this says? You know what this says?
Says you're a fan of the Buccaneers.
Nah,
So I get it.
nah. It says CMC's on lockdown. Lockdown. They better put him out wide because you know he ain't going up there in the middle. CMC has had a horrible day ever since Big 50 got to the Bucks. Ever since Vita Vea had been to the Bucks, Carolina said, fuck, we gotta trade this motherfucker. Get him out of here. Fuck that fool. Let's go. Love it. Love it. Get me riled up here. Get me all riled up.
I think we're gonna. There we go. We're definitely gonna need 2 more dots.
Detroit, Kansas City. This might be the game of the week. I'm glad that they put it up on Sunday. What do we think here?
Yeah.
Detroit Lions playing great ball. 1-loss team.
Yeah, they are.
Kansas
They're
City.
playing good.
Stinks coming off of an awful loss to Jacksonville where Chris Jones just kind of like, do you want to tackle this guy? Do you want to tackle this guy? What do you like? What do you think out of the old Kansas City Chiefs here? I
do. I know the Chiefs are at home. I know they're a hard place. I know Arrowhead's a tough place to play. And I know it's Andy Reid, and I know this sounds crazy, but I think they're a little better coached in Detroit right now.
Woo!
And that week 1 Detroit team isn't the same Detroit team that we've seen the last 5 weeks, or 4 weeks, should I say. And I think they go in prime time and get it done.
I have to remember and go back and look who I picked, but I'm pretty sure I'm in agreement with you on Detroit. I'm very sure that I picked Detroit.
I won't be shocked if the Chiefs find a way to win this game.
Correct. I think this is a close game. And I'm 100% aligned with you on that. I think it's going to be very, very, very close. But I like Detroit.
This is one of Detroit's 40 to 17 games.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, that would feel incredible. That would feel high.
That the Lions have compared to the weapons that are aged in Kansas City. I just like Detroit here.
Are we watching Kelsey's last? Are we watching the end of Kelsey right now? This is last season. Think so?
I guess you would say this is his Eras tour right here.
Oh, is that what it is? That's it? He's on his last tour?
Yeah, right. I think so.
Look, I wouldn't. It wouldn't be the end of the world for him, obviously. If he did
going off the field. I mean, they got their podcast. He's got his wedding that he's got to plan.
Right.
I think this, it's not getting better from what it's been.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. He's not getting better on the field. His life may be changing in ways that he's super excited off the field, but I look at this and I just wonder myself. I'm like, I don't know. Guess we'll have to find out. But either way, it's been a Hall of Fame career. Hall of Fame career for Travis Kelce, even if it has.
Unlike the Ravens, their division allows them to lose today and still have a chance.
That is true. That's true. 2-4 right now. You got the Raiders, obviously. You got the Chargers and Broncos. Chargers and Broncos have kind of meandered a little bit. They did not take fully advantage and really been able to separate themselves. So I agree.
For instance, a Chargers loss today, 3-3. I know they're winning right now, but a Denver loss, they're 3-3.
Yep.
You lose today, you're still 2-4. You're only a game behind.
Exactly. And you've only had one division game so far. So you've got options if you're Kansas City. Hey, we go 5-1 in our division at this point. That's a lot more wins. That's going to keep them nice and close. So I don't disagree. I think Kansas City has a path there, but I don't think it gets. I don't think they get done today. I think Detroit needs that big emotional win right now. I think that's what they're looking for. So, on to the Monday night games. So we've got Buffalo and Atlanta. Buffalo's coming off that devastating loss at home to the New England Patriots, where all Buffalo fans just kind of looked around at each other and like, are the Patriots back? What do you think? Who do you like Monday night?
What do you think about 2 games on a Monday?
I don't like 2 games. I don't like it. I don't like having to switch back and forth between the two. The only advantage of this one is I don't have to watch Atlanta play Monday night. That's the only advantage for me.
Yeah.
For me.
Honestly, I think despite being it's crazy though, because you really think about like, it really is the Patriots. Like who do the Bills have weapon wise? Like, yeah, they got Keon Coleman and they got a great running back, but like it's like the Patriots all over again. Like they don't have that wide receiver that really gets you excited. You know, like any week it could be this person or that person.
Everybody
Where,
eats. That's their saying.
You know, it is Jamar Chase. It is Puka Nakua. It is, when he's healthy, CeeDee Lamb. Like, it's not that case in Buffalo, but they still find a way to win mostly every game, right? Last week it was a division game. The division games are going to be what they are, a la New York Giants, Philadelphia Eagles. It is what it is. But yeah, I got the Bills here. Sorry, it was a very long-winded way of saying I got the Bills over the Falcons.
I'm with you. I got the Bills too. Obviously, I can't stand the fucking Falcons. Fuck them. But objectively, Atlanta has been quite up and down lately. And while their defense probably is playing a little bit better, despite giving up 30 on the road to Carolina, I think that the Bills will find a way to overcome. And I think Coleman is good enough to be a dominant wide receiver one. I think that the Bills and the offense over there, they learned their lesson. When it was the Bills, when it was the Stephon Diggs show, right? All of a sudden, your offense seemed pretty, anemic when that wasn't working for you, right? So I think they've learned to lean on Dawson Knox. They've learned to lean on Dalton Kincaid. I think they've learned to lean on a lot of folks there and kind of spread the ball around. But I like Coleman. Like, when you watch Coleman, that guy's a bona fide number one. Like, if they wanted to feature him and throw it to him, 20 times a game, I think we'd be singing a different story about that they don't have a wideout one. I think schematically is the issue. I really do. So we'll have to see.
Anybody has Nick Folk today on their fantasy team, you're doing very well.
Nick Folk got another field goal? Look at that. That's Jets, right?
Yep, 10-9.
10-9. What a garbage game it's been so far up there. Last game of the week that we talk about here, we got Chicago and Washington. One thing that I'll tell you is that I will not have any Chicago or Washington players on my fantasy team. That is the absolute last game of the week, and we'll not be having it there. Herb asked us about this game at the beginning of the show. What do you think? You like Chicago? Bounce back revenge game? Or will Washington put the clamp down and say, Hail Mary or no Hail Mary, we're winning? What do you think?
I don't think it's going to take a miracle Hail Mary again. I think the Commanders, they handle business. They saw that Philly lost. They realized that this could be their year to win the division. They're tired of, they got some injuries, but I think the culture they've built in the last year and a half, 2 years, unfortunately, like them over the Bears here.
I hear you. You don't sound near as disgusted as I would be picking my hated rival. No. But I understand.
They've always been our little brother.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Panthers for you.
Yeah.
When it comes to level, it's always been Philly, Dallas, and then Commanders are in our league, our division as well.
Yeah, exactly. I got you. Oh yeah, forgot about them. Yeah, I hear you on that for sure. Yeah, I all the same things. I think for that, Jaden Daniels is just hitting his stride, just coming back, right? Coming back from injury. Looked like he played a pretty good game last week. I think they're figuring out how do they use Debo, that run game, which we kind of questioned. Obviously, if Austin Eckler was there, maybe we don't question getting rid of Brian Robinson Jr. as much. But that run game looked like a little bit better. consider the competition last week. The Chargers obviously have been banged up and this, that, and the other. I don't know. You play who's in front of you, though. Washington looks like they're hitting a roll here. Chicago's coming off a bye, if I remember correctly, right? I don't recall them playing last week, but they're hot. They're 2-0 in the last two. I just think it ends here in Washington. I don't think that they've got enough to keep that rolling myself. So that's what I like right there. That's what I like right there. Oops, we've been in the wrong segment this entire time because I'm good at switching segments, obviously. Let's get over to the of the weeks. Let's talk about it a little bit. That's our pick'ems. That's our slate of the games. That's who we think's gonna win and lose. Let's jump right into it. You want to go first, or do you want me to kick it off with our parlays of the week?
It doesn't matter. We can go with mine.
Sure.
Half of them are cooked anyway because I stupidly put 9 o'clock games in there.
Oh man, yeah, I tried to avoid that as much as I could. So all right, so we'll go with the first one here. Looks like we got on the ground.
Yeah. I kind of went a little bigger this week. Kind of played it safe with the 50-yarders, and that's not really banking anything for me. So why not go a little bigger? It's going to be the rain game here. So Javonte Williams for Cowboys. I have him going for 80 yards today against the Carolina Panthers defense. Jonathan Taylor and the Colts, they're matched up against the Cardinals today. I definitely see him easily going for 100 yards. Feed him the ball. Quinshawn Junkins, rookie running back against Pittsburgh's defense. Why not? I like the odds here. So did the DraftKings. 80 yards. Is that 80? My screen's a little blurred.
Yes, 80. Yep, 80 yards. Yep.
And then Devon Achane, 60 yards against the Chargers. Don't want to get too far involved in that, but I definitely think they're going to be passing the ball to get back into the game. So I like Achane with a lot of rushing yards, but also probably just as much receiving yards there. So 60 yards was kind of for me, but I went with it anyway. And then Ashton Genty against Tennessee's defense, 100 yards for him in today's win against Tennessee.
All right. We'll have to see how that pans out. Let's take a look at the receptions. Now, this one could be hurting right now, right? Garrett Wilson, has he gotten any more involved since we last checked in?
Currently, let me refresh. He is at 1 reception.
Yeah. Well, he caught it.
Thankfully, I didn't go with yardage. So he needs 4 more receptions. Hopefully getting more than just 2 yards, which is currently at. So that's cool. This might not hit thanks to him. So this one will be out the window. But Jalen Waddle, 5 catches against the Chargers. Like I said, they're going to be passing to get back into the game. Stephon Diggs, they're starting to build that chemistry connection in New England. Cooper Kupp, I think he could have a big day here. And then I got Jamar Chase going for 7 because anything under 7 was like not worth the odds. And I'd love to see him not be the leading tackler anymore and maybe be the leading receiver. So I was hoping maybe for a bounce back game for him. But again, this might not even matter because Garrett Wilson forgot that, or the Jets offense forgot that Garrett Wilson's on the team.
Another Ohio State receiver, right? Got to wonder what Garrett Wilson would look like on another team. Garrett Wilson's probably wondering the exact same thing, right? Probably wondering the exact same thing.
I would love to see, a very far trade for him. Maybe have to walk about 50 yards down the hallway to another locker room at trade deadline time. That would be cool. Obviously not going to happen, but that would be dope. I don't think that move happens. I think the Jets realize that they need him moving forward.
Right. They probably want to build around him, I would assume. But I mean, look, if they do choose to get rid of him, I'm sure a high draft pick, and I don't know what else the Giants would be willing to give up for him, but boy, that would be a heck of a trade, wouldn't it? That would be a heck of a trade.
He's a big, lengthy receiver, and we don't really have a wide receiver 1, 2, or 3 right now. I know Robinson had a good game. But that was a couple of missed tackles from the Eagles that got him into the end zone. But Bo Nix, I have him for 230 yards. He's currently at 125, and they're only winning by 1 with the whole second half to go. So
air it out.
There's that.
Time. It's Bo time.
This one's not hitting though because I realized I put Dak in here for 250 against Carolina's defense in a rain game. So yeah, we can go ahead and scratch this one off. But in case it does happen, I got Daniel Jones passing all over the Colts for 250. Big game. Obviously, Jonathan Taylor 100 rushing yards, Daniel Jones 250 passing yards. That would be crazy, but why not? Justin Herbert 260 passing yards, who loves to get all three of his receivers involved. Um, so yeah, 260 there. And then again, Drake May going against the Saints. The Saints aren't who they were last week. They just managed to get a lucky rookie quarterback who fumbled the ball and was turning it over, 2 interceptions. So, yeah, Patriots have a big day. Drake May has a big day, 250 yards for him.
I do like this one. Dak worries me a little bit. Get 250 for him with that offense, even in a rain game, doesn't feel like out of the question, but we'll have to see. I don't know how bad it's going to be. I just know that the weather forecast said rain all day long today, and I just thought to myself, man, what a time to hand it off.
Here.
Yeah, it's drizzling right now. Yeah, it's started, and it's been overcast all morning long. So maybe it won't be so bad. We'll have to see how it goes. Look, they're professionals. They get paid to play in the rain. So, looks like we also had a big blue bet in here, and this one paid off. Look at that. That's a double your money right there. That's a double your money right there.
It wasn't a big one, but it allowed me to get some smaller bets in this morning.
Hey, doubling your money is always good. Let's not talk about that. That's a bad thing. Okay, doubling your money is great. Love to see it. So, fantastic. Absolutely love to see it. Let me jump it over to my parlays. I don't have many today. I didn't like a lot of things. The more and more I looked at everything, I really disliked a lot of it. What the shit?
Yeah, you liked it so much that I didn't even put it on there.
What the shit? What the shit is that? Let's see if I can get it to show over here. Hold on here. Give me just a second. We're gonna have to relog in because you know how DraftKings does. I gotta see if any of my other sports books I can get on the computer. It's only DraftKings, and there's a lot that I dislike about DraftKings.
Why are we getting number 47 so heavily involved on the Jets? Like, that is not helping anybody.
Here we go. We're gonna go into my open bets, and we'll take a look at it from there. How about that? That's what we're gonna do right now. So we're just gonna go in there and take a look at it right now. So we got a couple of them. Obviously, we got this is one. Look, I put in some big ones here. I did put in some big ones. I thought to myself, this was late, or I should say, really early this morning. I thought to myself, you know what? I understand it's a rain game. I'm hedging my bets a little bit. I'm gonna go with a bunch of 70-yarders. Okay, this is the first one that I decided to go with. 70 yards. Give me 70 for Pickens. I like the screen game here. Panthers don't know how to tackle. This is what I like, okay? I see 2 or 3 big screens out of George Pickens today, so I like him at 70 yards. I like Marvin Harrison Jr. at 70 yards. Cardinals got to find a way to show that we don't suck at football. We're mediocre. Give me Puka at 70. I mean, look at that. That's so likely to hit. Puka at 70. That's probably by the first half. Give me DK Metcalf at 70 yards, and give me Stephon Diggs at 70 yards. And then lastly, give me that Tennessee Titan, former Falcon, Calvin Ridley. So we put in a bunch of 70-yarders. And if we do this one, hey, dinner's on me. Dinner's on me. I accidentally also put in one that had Puka at 90 yards, so I had to change that. Obviously, if Puka goes for 90 and everything else hits, we're doing fantastic. So we'll have to see. I've also got a couple passing yards. So I do like Joe Flacco to get 250 plus passing. Look, we saw the Bengals claw their way back into it at the end, and I have a feeling that's going to happen again. Flacco finds a way to make a couple big plays. Look, if there's one QB that knows how to do a little hucky and chucky, it is definitely Joe Flacco. And then give me Cameron Ward. Again, I'm big on the Titans. I'm big on the Patriots today. And I also like Daniel Jones. Again, these are some of these receivers here. If they're going to get 70, Our guys need to also get 200. Like, look, we're trying to do something here. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. And then, yeah, we put in bets all over the place on a bunch of other random things. That's the big bucks bet, which we'll get into here in just a second. Those are my parlays. And then here is the big Buccaneer bet. Look, take this one to the fucking bank. Take this one to the bank. Okay? Pretty simple. Look, we've been scoring a lot of points. So have the 49ers. I have a feeling this one goes to 48 points easy. Easy. Give me Emeka Ebuka, or as Gronk likes to say, Emeka Ebigbu, because he is our big boo getting in the end zone. Baker at 230, Rashad White at 40, and Tez Johnson, who everybody loves, getting 50 yards. People love this kid. They say he's fantastic. I watch him do backflips in practice. So I'm excited to see what he can do on the football field. Maybe he hits a big catch. We'll have to see. But yeah, I like this one a lot. Take this one to the bank. I was so close in the big buck bet last week. It was so close. I also happen to use a $10 bonus bet from a no sweat that we did earlier. So that one drops in there. Those are those are my absolute bets of the week. We did have a couple. That were posted in the Discord here. So let's take a look and see. I think there's one in the general chat here. So this is the one that's coming from our friend JD. Let me copy the link here and drop this one in here. So this one's coming from JD right here. So this has got a Derrick Henry anytime touchdown scorer. We've got a Ladd McConkey and a Tetris McMillan. Well, I ain't betting on Tet. I ain't betting on that goal. I ain't betting on no Panther again. Okay? They've got enough of my fucking money on him this week. I'm done. So I'm not riding with this one. I don't like it. I don't love it. Henry, do we think they're going to score against the Rams? Do we think that the Ravens are actually going to get in the end zone here?
Does Derrick Henry ever get into the end zone?
Right. When was the last time Derrick Henry scored a touchdown? I mean...
Talk about another one killing my fantasy team.
Kyler Murray just announced as inactive, Omega? Who's their backup?
He's been out for a few days. It's Jacoby Brissett. He was announced like Friday.
Oh, is he? Jacoby Brissett's going to be in there?
Yeah, he was announced on Friday that he was playing.
Well, okay. I knew that. I thought it was I thought he was in or out. I thought it was a game time decision, and everyone was like, "Oh, he's going to play. He's going to play." Did the new Call of Duty just come out?
It's a new season of the Call of Duty. But yeah, it's coming out soon. Battlefield 6 just dropped the other day.
Oh my God, Battlefield 6 just dropped. K1's busy. K1's busy shooting people.
Actually, it might actually be really good for Marvin Harrison.
It might be. I agree with you on that. Like, please, can we get a quarterback who can throw the fucking football? Please.
Yeah.
Quentin Johnson is also out, JD? That could be really terrible for me, huh? That could be really terrible for me, huh? Do I have him anywhere? I know I saw that name in my lineup somewhere. Nope, doesn't look like it. We're good. Okay. That was a little scary right there. That was a little scary. Call of Duty isn't due for another month. Okay, gotcha. The new season, I guess, not for another month. We like it. Look, I'm not doing that bet. Sorry, guys. That's not going to happen here. Broncos still 3.5 point favorites at this point in time. That's the live spread. Over-under's down to 32.5. Boy, anybody who bet the under is probably, laughing their way to the bank on this one. This game has been an absolute stinker of a game so far. So, not great. Not great.
And the Broncos have to go like 97 yards right now, so.
Wow. So what we're saying is defense matters, and they're playing defense across the pond there. That's what we're saying.
The Jets could win this game 12-10.
12-10, huh? That would be wild.
Yeah,
that would be wild.
That's really what we're looking at right now.
Gotcha. We saw some. Sorry, Iron Dad Nick. I don't know if y'all are still out there, still lurking. Appreciate you stopping by on the OG Diamond Dave channel. Nothing's going on over here. I've not paid attention to that chat. It should have popped up in the shared chat, but it didn't for some reason. So here we are. Here we are.
But
I don't know why that
are we ready?
doesn't want to work, but it doesn't.
Are we ready for the 2 minute?
I think we're ready for the 2 minute drill. I think we are. We've got everything covered here. We've got it all covered here. I do want to talk about the DraftKings one more time. If you're not aware, friends, if you are unaware of what's going on in the DraftKings, feel free to pop on in. I'm going to go ahead and link that for us one more time in the chat. Make sure you're in if you're not in yet. That you want to get in, obviously. Don't feel pressured if you don't want to. But feel free to hop on into the DraftKings contest right here. I'm going to drop it in right there. It's a $3 entry fee to get in. If you think you know ball, just get in. Just get in, all right? If you think you know ball, just get in, all right? That's all I got to say about that. Let's take a look at the questions here. So I know our friend here, Basher, said they had to leave. Let me go ahead and bring this over here real quick, and we will open it up.
Kind of weird.
What's that?
I don't see last week's winner in there. Kind of weird.
Oh, last week's winner's not in there? Last week's winner didn't get in? Figures. They just like to talk a lot. They like to talk a lot. You know what I mean? That's what it is. That's what it is, you know? That's what it is. That's what it is. JD, back to back. You got to get in. You got to get in. You got to get in. That's all I got to say about that. That's all I got to say about that, you know? If you don't get in, you definitely ain't winning, all right? If you don't get in, you definitely ain't winning. What does that look like here? So we look at this full contest. So there's right now there are 7 people that are in so far. Gotta love that.
In there. I didn't see him.
Oh, JD's in there. We see JD. JD's in there. Yep. JD is in there. That's for sure.
You know the JBD, the JD. It's kind of like, you know, a bunch of letters that all look alike.
Oh, got you confused. Got you confused with JD. With JBD, which we also haven't seen JBD all day. Safety. Holy shit, the Jets are winning this game. What's up, Nick? What's up, Nick? How you doing? Holy shit, the Jets are winning this game. You got to be shitting me.
Not because of their offense.
Just when you think Denver's good. This is why I did not take Denver minus 7.5. No fucking way are they winning this game minus 7.5. What is that? Was that intentional grounding? Oh, no, holding in the end zone. It's a safety. Holding in the end zone?
That's nuts.
Wow.
He sent his lineup on Discord.
Yep. It's there. We could preview it, take a look at it either way. Can always start 2. You got Xavier Worthy, Michael Pittman, or Drake London. So Drake London is a Monday game. Michael Pittman and Xavier Worthy's a Sunday night game.
I like London and Pittman here.
You like London and Pittman? Interesting.
Like I said, I don't think the Chiefs are gonna do very well against the Lions. And I like Pittman with his quarterback and his offensive line that they have in Indianapolis. And Drake London just seems to get his yardage and touches. So,
well, that's fair. I'm going to go with Pittman and Worthy for similar reasons. I just got much more faith that the Chiefs will keep it competitive. The Lions are down some cornerback. They've got some injuries in the corners, if I heard that right last week. And that's what allowed Jamar Chase and T. Higgins to kind of claw their way back into the game a little bit. So if they're still down or, injury prone, or if they're not at their best, I'm going to go with Xavier Worthy and Michael Pittman simply for the fact that, Drake London against that stingy Buffalo defense, he ain't Stephon Diggs and he doesn't have a bone to pick. So I really think that that's the better play here is Worthy and Pittman. Plus, if you rely on London and you don't play either of those other two, and London gets hurt before the game or pregame warmups, you got nobody. So there's a lot there when it comes down to that bash. But again, that's also why I can't stand doing those stupid week-to-week leagues. One of those things. So it's a tough one.
Worthy doesn't get hurt on the first play.
Not if he gets hurt in pregame warmups. You've got somebody you could go get from the Falcons. You got somebody you could go get, from the other Monday night game, right? The Bears, Commanders, etc. Things of that nature. So, if he goes down, you may not have time to get somebody from the Bears. So we'll have to see how that plays out. We'll have to see. All right. So then Marky asked, do I start Charbonnet, Michael Carter, Trayvon Henderson, or Chase Brown? Definitely not Chase Brown. Jeez Louise. And then at flex, do I start any of those we haven't picked? or Stephon Diggs or DJ Moore? Thank you. Who do you like here?
Charbonnet and Henderson are backup or second stringers. Carter's going to be your RB1 today. With Kyler Murray out, they're probably going to rely on him a little bit more running the ball. Chase Brown, he's RB1, but hasn't shown me much. Although they're bringing in Joe Flacco, so with him only being there a week, does he get a little bit more action because he's been there, knows the offense? So between running backs, it's between Carter and Brown, for those two reasons. And if we don't choose one of those, do we go with Diggs or Moore? Well, for me, Adunze is taking over the wide receiver 1 spot there, so I would have to go Diggs.
Yeah, if I'm looking at this, I got 2 people to start in a PPR. I like Stephon Diggs. He's showing up that he's got a connection with Drake May. I'm with you on that from earlier in the day. So I like Stephon Diggs in one of them for sure. And then it looks like the other one is a running back spot.
Because of the injury to Kyler Murray, I'll probably go Michael Carter.
I think so. Yeah.
Because
opportunity,
you're
right?
also looking at playing the Green Bay Packers defense with Cincinnati.
Yeah. Yeah. I worry about everything with Cincinnati, right? You traded for a quarterback who's been there for 6 days. In general, history says that's not a good thing, right? You take out Baker Mayfield's amazing thing that he did at the Rams and yada, yada. Outside of that, when have we ever seen a quarterback show up on Monday and play lights out on Sunday, right? When was the last time that happened?
Moving forward, I think it was a great move. This week, not the week.
Yeah, I think it'll build. I'm kind of surprised he's going to play. I haven't even really looked. I just assumed he wasn't going to, but I mean, he studied obviously the Green Bay defense a lot, right? You know, for the game 3 weeks ago. So maybe, but I just don't expect big things. I just don't. And if it does happen for him, great. But I can't expect it. So I'm going with Carter and Diggs as well. All right, I like it. Also, do I start Dalton Kincaid for the Buffalo team playing a Monday night? Or do I go Darren Waller in a PPR this week as well?
So,
oof.
I know you love that. For me, I don't care. Like I've said, whether you're playing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it is what it is for me personally.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna go what I've seen so far. That injury to Hill has opened up a whole different playbook, and I really love. You're not gonna get 10 catches from him, but he's gonna get you touchdowns, and I like the Waller play here.
I'm with you 100%. With you 100%. I like the Waller play as well. They got that everybody eats thing going on over there in Buffalo. So Kincaid could literally have 7 pancake blocks, 1 target for 8 yards, right? Like that could be Kincaid's stat line, and they could win the game 45-3. So
there's been games for Kincaid, that's his stat line.
Right, exactly. He just gets in there and he just starts pushing people left and right out of the way for everybody else. And James Cook carries the ball for 30 yards or 30 times for 150 yards, right? It wouldn't shock me if that was the case. It wouldn't shock me at all. So, you know, things are what they are. I like Waller a lot right there too. I do like it a lot. All right, so then we got 2 last questions here. Elio13 says, what defense would you start? And any wide receiver sleepers to start this week? All right, so if you had your pick of any defense at all, who do you think is going to have the best defensive performance today?
Are we talking in fantasy, daily? I have the Colts playing in a lot of my matchups today. Their value against the Arizona. I have the Colts. And then as far as a sleeper wide receiver, I've said it before, I have Sterling Shepard in a lot of lineups today.
Sterling Shepard's a good one.
For the value you're getting at 3,800, I like that.
I agree with you beyond a shadow of a doubt. I agree with you on that. I think there's a lot that we could really learn from that. Let me just take a quick peek at where did it go?
And to back up the Carter thing, I also have him in a few lineups as well this week.
The running back 2 in Arizona?
Yeah.
I like it. So I'm gonna go with my pick. So I like Ryan Flournoy from the Dallas Cowboys. So this is one from a daily fantasy perspective. Got much more active last week, obviously, with the injury to CeeDee Lamb. Pickens continues to pick up double coverage. Look for Flournoy to have a big day. I like him with getting at least 10 targets. Now, again, I expect some screens. I expect some things over there. So he may not quite hit the 100 yards, but I like him getting in there for a touchdown today. So I think 80 yards and a TD for Ryan Flournoy is my sleeper at a daily fantasy for just a cost perspective. He costs like $3,500 to go get him right now, right? And it's somebody that you're going to get, I think, 15 points out of. That's huge. Huge for a cost per point evaluation right there. That's definitely a big one for me. And then as we take a look at the defense, so sneakily, it's the Colts defense. it's the Colts. I'm with you. Indianapolis defense is very, very good. And they're playing against a team that is very, very, very bad. So that would be who I choose for sure. And then our last question of the day, here we got Tet McMillan, or Devontae Adams.
Who do the Rams have?
Rams have the Ravens.
At home?
Yeah, home on the road. I don't know if that one matters too much. Rams are, let's see, Ravens are, no, they're on the road. Rams are on the road. They're in Baltimore.
West to east.
Yeah.
Dallas defense is not very good. I'm gonna go T-Mac here. I am.
We're split. I like Devontae Adams. Give me Adams all day long. The Ravens secondary is just completely and utterly banged up, and it looks like it's going to be suns a shining in Baltimore. So I will take Devontae Adams for sure.
Bam. All right, we got one more, I think, coming in.
Nice. Love to see it. Absolutely. We'll get that one up on the screen here right now. One more from Omega. Feel free, guys. Any other questions you've got, get them out here. Drop them in the chat. Let us know what's going on. Got Bam Knight of Arizona or Juju Smith-Schuster of KC in the flex. I'll start it off. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead. I was just going to say, I'm going to keep it real with you. I have no fucking clue who Bam Knight is.
Yeah. That's where I was going to go with. Like, I've never heard of Bam Knight. Never. When you said Bam Knight, I thought, Bam's playing? Bam, you're getting on a plane right now? You're getting your ass over there to play for Arizona? I mean, shit, that game check's got to be nice, okay? And look, let's be honest here. You ain't no rookie. That's a vet minimum game check, all right? That's going to be real nice. Nice. But I'm going with Juju Smith-Schuster. Yeah,
that's bad on me. I mean, that's bad on me. I absolutely should know who Bam Knight is. I'm sorry. But
should we? Bam Knight. Hold on. Bam Knight. Is that Zonovan Knight? Oh, Zonovan Knight. I've heard of Zonovan Knight, right?
Yeah.
He changed his name? Oh, okay, gotcha. Used to be on the Lions, right? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, backup running back, I think.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. That's the number 2 out there. So last week he registered 4 carries, 11 yards, and a tud.
Okay, so definitely
okay.
Juju.
Okay.
But you're getting PPR, right?
Yeah.
I'd imagine. So, because I think a lot of lineups are just PPR nowadays.
Yeah.
You're going to get a point per catch, which is probably going to get 3 or 4 catches, which is what he averages. And let's say even if he gets 30 or 40 yards, you're looking at 7-ish points plus. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
It's about even there, but
he had an amazing year in the Jets in 2022. We forgot about this guy. He carried the ball 85 times for 300 yards. Amazing year with the Jets, right? And then he got hurt, I'm pretty sure, right? Was out of football all of 2023, all of 2024. Didn't play the last 2 seasons. Give me Juju.
So good news. Garrett Wilson caught the ball.
Excellent.
And then he fumbled it.
I mean, look, all you care about yards, right? You know?
All I need him to do is catch the ball.
Yeah, that's it. Or receptions. That's it. It's just receptions. Exactly. All right. Well, shit. That one's not looking great. What are the questions or what are the topics you want to discuss? Anything else you want to hear us talk about, discuss, or think about? Anything else at all?
We are up to 8 participants.
That's fantastic.
So that's
love to
good.
see that.
Yep. If you
love to see that.
If you want to get in on there, you got about another hour and 11 minutes.
Yep.
So that's cool.
Got the timer right there. Feel free to jump on in if you'd like. I think that's the show today. Look, football's in a weird spot at week 6. Things are kind of settling. We kind of know what's going on. We know who's who, and we're getting it figured out. But I'm looking forward to some fun times here. Lamar Jackson's out. Appreciate them letting us purchase Lamar Jackson, but then also telling him that he's out right there. You know?
Yeah, I don't like that.
It's great.
Does that?
Yeah. It's very nice of him. You know? Why not just take him off the list? You know?
I'm gonna go check some lineups, make sure I'm not missing anything that I missed. Definitely am not starting Kyler Murray today, even if I had him. Thank you for letting us know that.
Absolutely. Good looking out. Good looking out.
As long as you're not a Cowboy, a Commander, or an Eagle, because they already lost.
You can start all them Eagles. That's very true. Y'all, look, have fun. Good luck. Bet within your means. Enjoy. And hopefully all my bets win. I don't care about anyone else. I want all my shit to win. All right, keep an eye on the Discord. I'll post more bangers. But yeah, that's all we got today. We will see you next week. Gotta go.
Thanks for rolling with the squad today. Smack Talk crew, y'all paid the way. From hot takes to racks, we chase y'all brought by, now clear the place. We ride with the chat, we vibe with the picks, we roast bad calls and we drop those clips. SST out, you will be back. Next week's slate, let's run it back. Well, OG Diamond, David, Bam Bam too.